I did a good thing today. I must say, I have put together a planting guide for my town so that I will know what time to plant vegetables any time of the year. That's pretty important, I think. If you are a vegetable gardener, you need at your fingertips a planting guide you can trust, and you can scan in an instant and see when you plant rutabagas. Can you do it in the spring? Can you do it in the fall? Is it no good for your area at all? This is a big deal, actually. When I first started gardening 50 years ago, I had a book called All About Vegetables or something similar. I purchased this from Ortho. Now this may have been around the year 1980, something like that. But in this book, it had a place, a sheet that would actually give you the planting guide for all the vegetables, when to plant, how far apart to place the plants, how far apart the rows, basic information that everybody needs at their fingertips. So we're now in Alabama, and I have to change things up a little bit. I'm in a different area, and I have to know when to plant specific vegetables. We're in northeast Alabama on a mountain, actually, and that makes us have a very specific requirements for growing things. So I don't know where to find that except on Alabama A&M and Auburn University's Extension Planting Guide for Home Gardening in Alabama. Now, if you're interested in doing what I do, you'll have to find the specific information for you. So here is the planting guide. Now this is what the one looked like that I had years ago. And they would tell you the vegetable, how long it takes to mature, planting dates, spring, planting dates, fall. And this information wasn't needed, so I didn't include that in mine. I will show you what I did. And in fact, I really didn't need to know the cultivars. I can just put that in my notes. I have a special spot for notes. I did want to know spacing, rows and plants and inches. So I wanted something like this, but I wanted it specifically for me. This is what it says. These planting dates are for Central Alabama. For South Alabama, make spring plantings 10 days earlier. In North Alabama, make spring plantings 10 days later, so forth. This is a big deal to me. I want my dates. I want my garden plan to be specific to me. So what I did was I took this information and I condensed it. I changed the dates so they would be specific for me, and I printed it up. And here is my planting guide for Northeast Alabama. And there it is. This is valuable to me. This is very valuable. Here is the back. So at an instant, I can pick up a piece of paper and make my plans. I've got it all right here. I don't have to search up each one of these one by one and then add 10 days or subtract 10 days or anything like that. This is specifically for me. Wow, it took me no more than 2 hours altogether to put this together, print it up, and have something that I'm going to really be using for a long time. What a good idea. So you're going to have to find your information. You're going to have to make a file, a folder like this, or a Word file, and print it up. I'll show you what mine looks like. So I have this in Word. There it is. I can change it if I find an error, and I'll have to reprint it, but that's small stuff now. And I file this away someplace where I'll always have it. Super. So while you're thinking about this, here's something else you might be interested in. Also on my computer, I drew up my garden plan. Now this thing right here is really valuable to me too, because this shows what my backyard looks like. And this is my garden, and I understand all these little abbreviations and everything here. So I have this, and I can print it up anytime I want it. This is what I actually have planted in my garden now, and this is my garden plan really for the whole year. So those are two things I've done on the computer that are going to make me a better gardener and are going to make me feel a lot more confident in what I'm doing. Thanks for watching.